Lunchtime, a very basic Italian style salad. Got some leftovers from the dinner I cooked my parents. So some ready-made sort of artichokes marinated in some dressing, some cheese-filled sweet peppers, some plum tomatoes. We've also got a big dollop of hummus with those pine nuts and Greek croutons, which are used for a Cretan salad called dakos. I shall tuck in.
Blueberry drizzle compote situation to the pancake because I love.
All right, Monday night dinner. We are frying an orange pepper. I've got this fish, sweet chili and lime bassa. Basically, it's the cheapest, one of the cheapest types of fish you can get from Sainsbury's, and yeah, I'm making the most of that. Making some green goddess dressing. Usually you add more than 2 fresh herbs in it, but I just had 2. So mint and parsley, and then 2 tablespoons of yogurt, some lemon juice, some garlic, and that's kind of it really. Then blended that up. And then, oh, and sorry, also some avocado went in there as well. And then I have some couscous, and yes, I'm deciding whether or not to have it with some broccoli as well. But yes, there we have it, a very, very simple Monday night meal. Definitely could do with some presentation improvement, but it smells great. It feels nutritious, very fragrant. So yeah, gonna tuck in. Hello team, round 2 of lazy dinners for this week is this, which, hey, might look very unappetizing, but I had salad to use up. It actually expired on Sunday. It's now Tuesday. So it was time to eat it. We don't like food waste here. And then ultimate laziness is some Southern style fried chicken by Corn, if you know, you know, in the air fryer. So truly cutting all corners tonight. But I will definitely enjoy this. There's lots of olive oil, lots of balsamic vinegar in this. Shame there's no pickled onions in my fridge, but might add some black olives as well. You know, really treat myself. Why not? There we have it. Yes, we added the black olives. Yes, there is also some feta in there. Doesn't look like much, but after a long day in the office, this is what I'm having. Simple. It's her birthday. Everyone say happy birthday. Morning, everyone. It is midweek. I am on a morning walk. Oh, look at this little... I don't know if you see, but they're little, like, kites. They must be something else. They must be there to scare off animals or something, birds. Anyway, as I said, I'm on my morning walk. I had extremely little sleep yesterday. I woke up at around 3:30. I'm feeling tired, so I've decided to go a longer route for my morning walk, and hopefully the frostier, colder air will refresh me. It is colder. I'm wearing my raincoat, as you can tell, but it's not raining, so we'll take it. Anyway, I will end this ramble here, but the conclusion is I'm tired, but I've got some content to shoot today, so watch this space. Like a numpty, I forgot to say it's my name day today, so happy name day to me. I have to figure out how to celebrate me and my name, but it's quite a big national holiday in Greece. Name days are also extremely significant and important. Some say even more important than birthdays. But saying that, a lot of my British friends don't even know my name day. But yes, cultural differences there. Anyway, speak to you soon. And the finished product, we've got avocado, we've got plum tomatoes, we've got 2 hard-boiled eggs, we've got some soda bread, we've got 2 pieces of cheddar on top, we've got scordalia, which the recipe for this is in my shorts. We've got some cream cheese. Then we've got some leftover filled peppers with a cream cheesy, again, sort of cheese with some herbs in. Delightful.
You won't be any different, and I think that this is great.
This just in, it's raining. Yep. This is for dinner, Wednesday night dinner. We've got the scordalia, the garlic and potato-y dip. Then we've got cod, which is not breaded, controversially, and against Greek tradition for the day, but still delicious. And then some broccoli on the side. Broccolini, rather. Ready to tuck in.
See it, say it, sorted.
It's already on, like,
That's boring. Noted. You asked me what I wanted. Cauliflower.
Sorry.
That looks so good.
Crazy with the nuts.
Hello team, excuse the weird angle. I'm back from work and I'm about to make a lazy dinner and also sit down and watch Married at First Sight Australia, because that is exactly what I wanted from tonight. A simple and chilled night. So I'm gonna make myself a breakfast burrito. Excuse the pamphlet coming through the door as well. That's, I believe, labor. Yep. So yeah, I'm gonna make myself a breakfast burrito with some hash browns, with some cheese, with maybe some roasted peppers, a fried egg. Yeah, that's me tonight. You shall see the finished result shortly. Everyone, and happy Friday. So happy it's here. Hope you're having a great weekend. I'm walking and talking, as you can see, with very much a similar backdrop to last time. So yes, repetition, but this is a much easier area to film around because it's not busy. I don't have people walking past. I'm still, timid about filming in public, which is, I think, totally reasonable. If I wasn't, I'd also be a bit worried, and also it would be super annoying for the people who know me. But I realized that last night I ended things a little abruptly with my filming because the breakfast burrito got so messy. I'm talking juices down my fingers, half my arm, but it was so worth it. There are people around now, so I'm gonna do this real quick. But tonight, I'm headed to Kokum, an Indian restaurant in East Dulwich, which I've heard great things about. It's been a while since I've had Indian out, and I'm excited. I'm gonna film plenty of that and make sure I include it in this week's vlog. But I am finding it hard to film around these people, so I'll see you soon. Slight side note, I love this park so much. And look at these spring trees that are lining the pathway. They'll be all pretty and open and blossoming. Very pretty. My flowers are doing so well. Look at that. It's beautiful. I may even be able to have them on the table for Easter lunch. God, who am I? Megan? No. But they're very pretty. And there's tiny little ones that are budding. Yeah, I'm excited about this. Stunning. Stunning. These are the sweet peas that I planted in winter at some point. But they're now flowering, so I think that maybe we're not gonna get any sweet peas. I'm very clueless. I definitely need to do more research before I plant things.
One lamb shank, chicken biryani.
Some sort of like royalty.
Hurt people hurt people.
Yeah. But yeah, I think like then they have the reunion episode. Oh my god, yeah. It's a lot of learning from you. Ooh.
Perfect, guys. Enjoy your meal. So what's the payment?
Back home from a train journey to Peckham to go to Bara Cafe, a Welsh cafe in Peckham. The cafe was actually too busy to sit in, so I had to take the food to take away. Sorry, get the food as takeaway. And yeah, I've tucked into some of it, but I will tuck into the rest. It's delicious. It looks all right. It probably would look better on a plate, but the taste, it's like delicious slow cooked beef, some whole grain mustard in there, some pickly bits, and then Caerphilly cheese, which is absolutely delicious. Yeah, highly recommend. So as it's quite an indulgent Saturday, and forgive the mess here. I didn't have a proper box, so I went all over the place, but this is a custard slice from Bara Cafe. I've just tried a little bit of this icing sugar with a flaky pastry, phyllo pastry, but I'm about to tuck into the main event. And wow, it looks incredible. I mean, just look at how thick this is. Wow, looks crazy, crazy good. The team, we're back with a third baked good because, you know, have to sample different things to fully get the feel for a place, you know? This is a Bara Brith, I believe it's called, and it's a traditional Welsh tea cake, as this place's traditional Welsh cafe. I gotta say, I'm not a fan of dried fruits in cakes or anything. However, this is good. You're supposed to have it heated up with butter though, so maybe it'll make it even better then. But yeah, all in all, a great impression from this place. Also, just a very quick shout out to Marcello's, my London, well, my favorite Crystal Palace / Gypsy Hill ice cream business, owned by a lovely, lovely couple. And I've ordered these 3 ice creams in time for Easter lunch on next Sunday, and I cannot wait. This is a dark chocolate and salted honeycomb ice cream. This is my absolute favorite. Bear in mind, I haven't tried the other 2. The other 2 are new to me, but the one that I have tried and I absolutely love is miso, peanut butter, and chocolate chip. Insane combination and such a good texture. And then last but not least, we've got this pecan crumble pie flavor, which I haven't tried before, but my God, I can't wait. So yeah, bring on Easter lunch. We'll take you through what I'm making in a bit. Hello team. I thought, as promised, that I would start my list or my menu for Easter lunch next Sunday, which I'm very much looking forward to. I'm kind of trying to hold myself back from getting too excited over things. I'm thinking, should I design a menu and have it printed out on everyone's plate? Should I have a tablecloth where it's not really a tablecloth, but like a paper cloth where the kids can sort of like color in, you know, Easter decorations? I'm thinking all sorts, but I need to rein myself in because A, I don't want this to be extremely expensive. B, it's about getting together with friends. And yeah, you don't need to go too extra to have a good meal. Taking inspiration from one of my favorite food vloggers, Harry Wallace. He is amazing and he's so organized ahead of his dinner parties. He does a really organized list of everything he's gonna make, everything he's gonna buy. So I thought, why not do this for Easter? You may have seen that I did this for Christmas lunch because that required it. I went really big for Christmas. I'm gonna go smaller in this instance. I don't wanna be left with, you know, leftovers for a whole week like I was at Christmas. And by the way, that's ironic because at Christmas we were just 4 people. Easter we're gonna be 6. Yeah, so yeah, that just comes to show how over the top I went for Christmas. Anyway, I'll keep this brief. So first important element is the lamb leg. So I'll start with sort of grocery shop on the left-hand side. And what he usually does is he basically, sorry for the messy notebook, he usually starts with a grocery shop with ingredients of things he needs to buy basically from the shop, and then the sort of priority list of each thing. I don't think I'm going to go into that much detail now because also, by the way, I've been out all day and I want to watch some Married at First Sight. That's where I'm at. So, okay, so grocery shop. This is a mixture of sort of the ingredients, but also the dish I'm making as a whole. So yeah, lamb leg. Thankfully, Sainsbury's and I'm sure other supermarkets as well reduced the price of lamb legs coming up to Easter. Maybe because they probably overorder on the amount of lamb they get, so they want to make sure it sells. So yeah, a lamb leg that's suitable for 6 people. That's probably a 1.5 kg. I could be wrong. I'll look it up after this. And then I have to think about all the trimmings. And by the way, the lamb, I'm gonna make this in the same way that I made my Christmas lamb. I'm gonna slow cook it for 8 hours. So I'm gonna get up quite early on next Sunday, and I'm gonna, make sure that it's all ready to go. It's a very simple recipe. You basically sear the meat to begin with, so it kind of gets a bit of a crispy edge on the top, and then you put in some carrots, onions, and you put a lot of stock, you put some wine in, and you basically kind of go in between cooking it without foil to then cooking it with foil so that the steam and all the juices and stuff kind of recycle within the foil, if that makes sense. Sure. Still on lamb legs, so this is going well. I'm gonna also make my triple fat roasties that I made for Christmas. Not for the faint-hearted or faint of heart. I'm terrible with expressions. Not for the faint of heart, but they are good for special occasions. And yeah, Easter requires that. So yeah, I cook it in goose fat, olive oil, and some butter as well. Oh yeah. And then I'm gonna make miso parsnips, which I made last time. By last time I mean Christmas, but I also made similar kinds of things last Easter as well. Then carrots. For Christmas, I cooked mine in orange juice, and that was quite nice. I think there was orange juice, honey, and thyme. So yeah, something similar to that. Cauliflower cheese, it's gotta happen. Honestly, I've said it before and I'll say it again with my chest. Again, I hope that's the correct expression. But cauliflower cheese is one of the best trimmings. I'd say that, roasties, I'd be happy with that. Maybe some greens, fine, if we must, and the meat. So that's cauliflower cheese. I'm gonna make it with boursin, truffle boursin, hopefully, if they've got that in store. So we need some full fat. I'm gonna have to do this list all over again. Cauliflower cheese. Then what else have we got? Gotta see if I've got enough mint sauce. Mint sauce, for those of you who don't know, is a really nice accompaniment to lamb. The Brits take their roasts very seriously, and they have a sauce per kind of meat. Usually for pork, it's applesauce. For lamb, it's mint sauce. For beef, it's horseradish sauce. Chicken, I don't know if it has its own, and all of them go with gravy, basically. Stuffing, I've got some bread stuffing already. I am not making a meat stuffing as well as I did at Christmas. That was way too extra, but I will write it down anyway. So we've covered potatoes, we've covered parsnips, carrots, cauliflower cheese, mint sauce, stuffing, the lamb leg. I'm also gonna make a confit leek and taleggio. I think that's how you pronounce it. A tart, basically. Is it needed? Probably not, but it's still less extra than I went for Christmas. Okay, that is the extra benchmark. Okay, so I'm changing this list from grocery shop. Here we're gonna go dishes, and then grocery shop here, and then at the bottom I'm gonna have the process. Okay? The system will make sense eventually, even if it doesn't now. Okay, I'm pretty sure I'm forgetting something, and I do think that we need something green here. Maybe some beans. All right, green beans, question mark. I also, on the grocery list, actually, I'm gonna add chocolate eggs. As I think I mentioned, or maybe not, we have 2 kids coming. Apologies, the washing machine went off and it does not stop beeping until someone does something about it. I think I was saying that we have a couple of kids coming, one of whom is 3, turning 4 in January. Last year for Easter, I did a very small sort of Easter egg hunt in my flat. It's a 1-bedroom flat, so it she can't go too far. But I will, do that again, just to kind of keep her, keep it fun for her. And I also want to get some form of activity, maybe something like some plaster eggs that she can paint on, or some sort of coloring sheets that she can fill in. So I'm just gonna write children's activity. Very vague. And that's part of the grocery list. But yeah, going back to the dishes, I think, green beans with some form of nut, like hazelnut might be nice. Or actually, that brings me back to a dish I made a couple of weeks back now, which was brown butter, carrots, and asparagus. It was such a random dish, and it was on top of labneh and pita. I think I might take that apart slightly and just have asparagus with hazelnuts and some lemon zest on top as well, just to add a bit of green. Adding lemon on my grocery list because I always forget that. So I think we're getting somewhere. A system is coming into place. I showed you what I have for dessert, so that makes that real easy. I will show you what I decide to do on the table as well. But yeah, I hope I'm not forgetting something. Oh, and Yorkshire puddings. But actually, I have some in the freezer from Christmas lunch. We never even had them during Christmas, and we had, like I said, more than enough food. We didn't even need Yorkshire puddings. And if I'm totally honest, are they necessary? In my mind, no, but people here love them. So that doesn't need to go on the list. I mean, I hate to say it this early on, but it doesn't seem too crazy. Anyway, I'll document loads of it. And yeah, I hope you enjoyed this sort of new format of video. I'm trying to kind of intersperse footage with more talking to camera because I realized that the vloggers I enjoy watching the most, that's the kind of format they follow, rather than what I was doing before, which was a long intro at the start, which basically tells you what's coming up anyway. I think knowing how I view things, I need something to like reel me back in and someone's voice to reel me back in. And because I don't want to do voiceovers, yeah, this is the best alternative, really. Seeing more of my face. I don't know if I need to apologize for that. Maybe I do. Anyway, thank you for tuning into another one. I hope you're as excited for Easter as I am. As I said before, I'm Greek and our Easter actually falls on a different weekend to the Easter here in the UK. But I will celebrate both, don't you worry. And I just love hosting people. So yeah, I'm looking forward to it. And I'll show you how it all comes together. See you soon.